Welcome to La Prinzo Wealth Academy. My name is Prince Ikilowe, and in this lesson, we are going to be learning about mindset because a lot of people thought trading is all about just teaching you how to trade forex, just teaching you how to trade crypto, just teaching you skills, all these things. All these things are good, but the secret about your success is not in the forex market. It is not in the crypto market, but the secret of your success is how you prepare your mind for success. If you don't prepare your mind, if you don't have the right mindset, you don't know the laws that govern wealth creation. I guarantee you, whether I talk about forex, there's nothing I'll be talking to you in this academy that you 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 may understand some things, but the secret is this: if you don't have the right mindset, I guarantee you, you will not have your desired result in this academy. That is why I am taking this mindset development as the first course. As you are coming into this academy, all the students who have come into this academy, the first thing we teach them is mindset development. This is perhaps not taught in other academies. We have a lot of gurus in the market, in the industry. What they teach about is just how you can trade forex and all that. Those are very fine skills. But let me tell you the secret. The reason why today, like Princeton World Academy, we are doing well, our students are doing very well all over Africa, where we have our students at the moment. I don't know when you're watching this video, but at now, we have our students scattered all over Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, the highest population. These people, the reason why they are succeeding in this market is because they have the right mindset. Because the truth is that if you don't have the right mindset, you will not succeed in this academy. So I want to advise you, I want to encourage you as you watch this video. I want you to watch this video to the end. Don't even skip one page, 1 minute, step by step. Watch, listen to the end, take notes, because your success in this academy or your success in life, in fact, the principles you are going to be learning in this particular lesson, you can apply them in anything you want to do in your life. If you want to become anything, because these are laws, and these laws does not respect who you are. This law does not respect whether you are from Ghana. This law does not respect whether you are from Nigeria. And this law does not respect if you are from US. These are universal laws that govern wealth creation. You see, there are laws that actually govern wealth creation. The reason why most time we are poor, poverty, is as a result of man's disobedience to these laws. So your success is not in all those skills, all those things are just the branches, but you are the root of your success. What do I mean by that? You are the root of your success. If number one, you don't have the right mindset, you don't have the right habits, you don't have the right character. If these three things are not there, all those skills, forex trading, and all the other stuff you think you have is just waste of time. It's just like somebody trying to drive a car with one leg and then with maybe one arm. So you need to have these three things placed. Correct. If these three things are not there, I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. And most people, the reason why most people are struggling in their lives is because these three things are not there. They don't know that mindset. You are as a result of what you think about. Your success is in your mind. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is you. The difference between the rich and the poor is thinking. You see, poverty is what most people have accepted to be true, accepted to be true for themselves. So until you change your mind, nothing change in your life. If you like change the country, if you like change your job, if you like even change your career, but until you change your mind, nothing change. The Bible says, do not be conformed to the things of the world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. That is for those of us who are Christians. You're reading your Bible as a Christian, these are the principles about success. And every religion that I know, every master, every prophet talk about the mindset. Your success is not in all those things, the skills you want to learn. I want you to focus attention on this skill, this lesson very, very well. Your success is actually thinking, your mindset. Your mindset will produce your attitude, your behavior, your performance, your actions, and your result. Your mindset, it is your mind that will produce all this. If you have the right mindset, then all this, it will translate to all these things. And your success is going to be determined by how you think. It is not all these things most people, they just want to learn forex. No. 80% of how you are going to win in this industry is depend on your mind. Your skill set is just 20%. If you don't have the right mindset, I guarantee you, nothing will work. That's why we have a lot of people struggling in this industry. We have only 5% of the people who have this mindset. That is why in this industry or anything in the world, even in other industries, it is only this 5% of the people who had the great men, who had the billionaires, who had the multi-millionaires. Because this secret is not taught in school. For me, I'm very privileged to have come across this principle. I'm very, 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 very grateful to God today that I have learned this principle and I am teaching the principle to all the people. Anybody I meet, even in my live seminars, I teach these principles because I was very fortunate to also learn these principles. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, how I got to know about all these things. Officially, I am addressed as Honorable Prince Ikilowe, and I'm very, very, very excited whenever I introduce myself about it because when I remember how I got started as a man, how I became honorable in my community, in my state, Bayelsa State. I'm from Bayelsa State. I used to be a photographer. I grew up with my uncle and his wife in Port Harcourt after I lost my parents. And at the age of 18, I made a very bold decision to live alone. Luckily, that period I was introduced into photography. I used to go out on Saturdays and take pictures, wedding pictures. I'm sure you must have attended a wedding whereby you're in a wedding, somebody will just take a photograph, the next thing, the person has brought your photograph. We are called freelancers, going to events uninvited. That was how I was taking pictures in River State, Port Harcourt. I used photography to train myself out of university. My life changed as a photographer in 2012. In that year, I took the picture of the immediate past governor. I don't know when you are watching this video, but it was in 2012. The governor of Bayelsa State, the former governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Seriake Dickson. He became governor in 2012, shortly after he became the governor of the state. I was the first person to bring portrait to the government house. I brought portrait. The governor saw the pictures. He loved, in fact, it was his wife that actually received the portrait. And guess what? The governor approved the sum of 10 million naira for just portrait. Ladies and gentlemen, that money completely changed my life. And luckily for me, that period was the period of the local government election in my state. So, with the relationship I have with the governor and his wife, I had the opportunity to approach the governor's wife. I told her, Mommy, I would like to run for the councillor of my ward. I'm from Yenagoa Local Government Council of Bayelsa State. And the governor's wife, she was like, what about your job as a photographer? Told her, Mommy, I love photography, but I want to be a councillor because I also love politics. I have been taking pictures of politicians for a very long time. I would like to run for the councillor. I believe I am a leader. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how, with the help of the governor's wife and the stakeholders in my place, the good people of Ward 12 of Yenagoa Local Government Council, my mentors, political mentors, my uncles that I actually grew up with, all the people supported me. They said, this is the time for you to go. It was like a dream. In the history of Yenagoa Local Government Council, I was elected unopposed as the councillor representing the good people of Ward 12. That was how I became a stakeholder and a leader today in this country, Nigeria. So today I tell young people, I don't care what situation you are right now. I don't care what you believe to be true about yourself, but your mind is very important. Before then, I used to talk big. I don't even know how I was talking like that. I don't know how it got started. Maybe because I grew up when my mother was alive, I'm the only child of my mom. And I remember those days when my mom, after giving birth to me, there was no child forthcoming. And the people keep saying you needed she. In fact, people used to insult my mom because of I'm the only child. How can a woman you just have one child? She used to still say this thing, say my child is the only child, but he's the greatest. He is one in million. So I have this mentality. She was always declaring greatness. You're a great man. Those are the words my mom keeps telling me. So I grew up with that mentality of greatness. But I didn't just know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it until I got involved in all these things, meeting people. I became a stakeholder today through photography. So what I tell young people, your mind is very important, number one. And then I got there not just by luck. Somehow by luck, but luck is preparation, meeting opportunity. So you have to prepare yourself to be there. The governor must have seen a lot of people in that world, or the governor's wife must have seen a lot of people. But because of that gift of photography, I tell people, if you want to become successful in life, do not seek success. What do you seek? You seek to become a person of value. I'm so happy for you right now. Listen to me, right? This audio. I don't know who you are, but I don't know your current situation at the moment. My goal for you is to make yourself valuable, and you have done the best thing right now for listening to me right now. The best decision is to be listening to this audio. I want you to listen to this audio to the end. Is to make yourself valuable. How did I get here? Something happened to me after tenure. I thought maybe I would just become, a photographer. I mean, after tenure, maybe I'll aspire for another position, councillor, I mean, local government chairman, perhaps assembly member, like that. That was my thinking. But as I was thinking, God was also preparing me for something different. I failed in a business. During my tenure, I was running a business in my state. I thought I could run a business like most people are doing right now. It is not easy to run a business at all. So I thought I could run a restaurant business in Bayelsa State. I tried my best, but unfortunately, I could not run the business. I ran into debt, had issues. I was forced to close down that business, and in the process, I lost millions of naira, perhaps thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how I told myself that I am missing something in my life right now. I needed to learn. I knelt down to God. I said, God, you made when Solomon became the king of Israel, according to the Bible, for those of us who are reading the Bible, when Solomon became the king of Israel, God appeared to Solomon in a dream and God asked him, what do you want, my son? And Solomon told God that what I needed was wisdom. Solomon said, I need wisdom, I need knowledge. And according to the Bible, because of Solomon said, Solomon did not ask for money, wealth, and everything, but God said, because you have asked for nothing but wisdom, I'm going to give you both money, wealth, and wisdom. So Solomon was the richest king of Israel. So I knelt down to God. I said, God, I want to become that king like Solomon. I want to be like Solomon. Give me knowledge. I prayed. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how I left Port Harcourt. Then I have come back to Port Harcourt. I left Port Harcourt, left my family, everybody in Port Harcourt. I traveled to Abuja. In Abuja, on the radio, I still remember, that was 2016. I met this man, and he was talking about mindset development. I was listening to radio one morning. I met my mentor, my first mentor. Was talking about mindset development, how the difference between the rich and the poor, he said, is how they think. And then he invited us for a seminar. He said, if you want to hear more, you should come to that seminar. And during that seminar, I seated hungry for success. Because if you want to become successful, you have to be hungry. It was in that seminar. I started listening. The man was talking as if he was talking to me. He said, what differentiates you and the poor man and rich man is thinking. He started talking about books. I said, man. And the first thing my mentor told me was that he said, why some people are not rich. He started giving us principles, success principles. And one of the principles he gave to us that day, he gave us a book called Think and Grow Rich. He said that book is very powerful. In that book, Napoleon Hill discussed about how step by step you can get rich. And one of the principles, after my mentor introduced me into that book, I started reading that book. From that day, I became so addicted to reading. And as I study more wealth creation, more principles about wealth creation, I discovered 10 key principles that govern wealth creation. 10. There are more, but these are just few 10 key principles. These principles, if you apply them to your life, I applied these principles to my life. Because when my mentor was telling me, I said, I will go and study. Because if you want to become successful, you have to make it a study. And the reason why most people are poor is because most people don't study success. If you want to have a good marriage, you have to study marriage. If you want to have a good health, you have to make it a study. But most of us neglect the most very important aspect of our life, which is studying success. I went deep. I said I wanted to become successful. I said, why will some people be poor and some people be rich? I want to be among the wealthy 5% of the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, I studied success. I became so aggressive for knowledge. I was hungry. I was buying books like as if I was buying pure water on the street. Anywhere I go to, if I see a book, I'll buy. My friends were crazy. Why this guy? People, anytime people see me packing books, it was like, said, I want to know the secret about success. And I found this key secret. And number one is this. It's being clear. Clarity and goal setting. Wow. This is number one principles about success. According to this author called David Skowers, is the author of the book called The Magic of Thinking Big. Very great book. He said, without goals, individuals just wander through life. They stumble along, never knowing where they are going. So they never got anywhere. Goals are essential to success, as air is to life. No one ever lives without air. Get a clear fix of where you want to go to. You see, ladies and gentlemen, why most people are poor, most people are not successful, is because most people don't know what they want. But successful people are very clear. In other words, they have vision. The Bible says, the people perish for lack of vision. The reason why maybe perhaps in your life you have not gotten your life together is because you have not really figured out what you really want. But you have to have a vision. You have to have a direction, a sense of purpose. You must be clear. You should see your visions in a way that once it tells someone, if a small child, if you have achieved, a small child should know whether you have achieved that goal or not if you have told a child about that vision. And once you discover what you want to do, you have to learn to set goals. According to my studies about wealth creation, only 5% of the people set goals in their lives. Because goal setting was not taught in school. I think the school problem. It was not taught in school. I said, wow. I went to university for 4 years. How come nobody told me about goal setting? If you want to become successful in life, be clear, be definite. This is what I want to do with my life. In 5 years from now, this is what I want to be. In 10 years from now, this is what I want to be. In 20 years from now, this is who I want to be. That kind of clarity. Be definite. Most people have vague desires. If you ask an average person, what do you want? He will tell you or she will tell you, I want to be rich. I want to be this. I want to be that. But if you press further, ask the same person, how do you want to do it? Only 5% can come up and tell you step by step on how they will get there. And that is why you see poverty. Imagine yourself traveling, you are going to the airport. You tell the people selling tickets, say, I want to travel. You will ask, where are you going to? You say, I don't know. They will look at you and they will think you're mad. Imagine a ship sailing that does not have a direction. You or I know that that ship will sink. And that is how most of us don't have a direction in our lives. We are going to jobs, we are not happy. According to my research recently, they said heart attacks increases every Monday. Why? Because on Mondays, people are going to jobs they hate. Have seen people going to businesses they hate. Have seen people going to jobs. They are not happy with their madam, their bosses, but they still go there. Why? Because they have no direction. I want to challenge you right now to discover what you want in life. Be definite. Just like you want to become a forex trader right now. If that is what you want, if you want to become a trader now, make that decision. And the next thing you want to do is to write your goals down. Write your goals down. It's not about talking with mouth, I want this, I want that. If your goals are not written down, you don't have a goal. Write any desire, anything you want to do with your life, just write it down. And don't be afraid of writing. Don't be afraid. Because as you are writing, you begin to imagine yourself achieving them. Behave as if you're already in that beautiful house you want to be. All the things I have practiced, these principles works. I say, wow. Imagine yourself in that car. According to Albert Einstein, he said imagination is more important than knowledge. You begin to imagine yourself driving the car. Imagine if it is a car you want to buy. You begin to imagine yourself living in a house. You live that kind of imagination. You live in imagination. Imagination is very powerful. So whatever you are writing, believe you can achieve it. Don't write things that you don't have belief. Belief is very powerful. And most of the time, the reason why we don't achieve what we want in life because we don't even believe in ourselves. Write your goals down and believe it is possible for you to achieve them. Read your goals once in a while. You can even be reading them every single day. Look at them and see if you achieve. Every day, carry your goals around. Write them in a card. Put them in your pocket. Look them every day. If it is a car, have a picture of the car. If it is a house you want, have the picture, a mental picture, or go to YouTube, get a picture of that house. Post it everywhere you want to post it in your house, or put it around your. If you have a car, just be seeing those images of the things you want. That is the principle. It's a success principle, and all the successful people I have studied, they practice all these things. And another important thing about this is they also learn to. Another very key important thing about all these principles is this: you must take action. Because you may have a very good vision, very beautiful goal setting. You've said, you imagine everything, you believe you achieve all of them. But if you don't have, you don't take personal action, their goals, your dreams become a daydreaming. You become a daydreamer. Most people, they are interested, but they are not committed. And the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is some people they believe, they dream, they imagine, but they never take personal action. I have not seen they pray, all those things. The people pray, they visualize, they pray, they meditate. It's good. Those are very good things you need to do with your time. But I have not seen someone who just writes their goals down, visualize, believe, talk about it. Those are the principles, right? And then they just live in their house. When they save just from heaven, land on their lap. I have not seen or I have not heard. But I have seen, I have heard people who believe, who have a written down goal, and then they take personal action every single day. towards what they want. You need to take action. Take action every day on your goals, your vision, that thing that you've seen to be true for yourself. This is what I want to be. For instance, you want to become a forex trader. You tell yourself, I am going to become a trader. You don't just, you take action. Actions about, is it the books I'm going to read? The mentorship in this academy, am I going to take it serious? You begin to take action every single day. But most people are interested, but they are not committed. When you're interested, you will do what is convenient for you. Easy things, you know. My mentor said, Les Brown, one of my mentors, he said, if you do what is easy, life will be hard for you. But if you do what is hard, life will be easy. If you do what is hard, going after your goals every single day, if you do what is hard, reading the books you need to read about your goals and your visions, if you do what is hard, taking several actions towards your goals, life will be easy. Take action, and you have to promise yourself, I am going to do it or die. Finish. According to Benjamin Disraeli, he said, nothing can stop the human will. Better see, just do it. Just tell yourself, I will. Nothing can stop the human will that will stake even its existence on a stated purpose. Just tell yourself, I will do it or die. I read a story in Think and Grow Rich when Napoleon Hill talked about a warrior. You know, this warrior was he was fighting. They were to fight a particular country, and they got to the countries, the country, yes, and then before they entered that country, it's an island. You told everybody to leave the ship before they enter the country. You offloaded everything in that ship. He said, now burn that ship. They poured petrol on the ship and burned the ship. And I told them, as if the ship was going in flames, he told them, he said, look, the ship is going in flame. What it means is that it's either we'll die, we'll take over this country and win this war, or we'll die. Guess what? They won. If you want to become successful, you need to burn your bridge. I don't know what is holding you right now. I don't know what is discouraging you right now, but if you make a decision to say, this is what I want to be, my goal is to become this. I want to become wealthy, because you can. Just be clear about it. And then you'll be ready, discipline yourself to take the action. Because once you have goals and you have vision, your lifestyle will change. You begin to refine your character, because your character is even more important than your vision. You begin to discipline yourself to do certain things that you never did before. If there are some people in your life right now that you know that they are not going to help you achieve your goals, successful people hang out with people that will support, will help them achieve their goals. But poor people, middle class people, they like to associate with people that is going nowhere with them. If you want to be among the 5% of the people, have to discipline yourself. It's self-discipline. Self-discipline is most important. Discipline yourself to do the right thing, to set goals for yourself. When I discovered this secret, I don't used to read books now, you know, but when I told myself that I would do it, it's forex trading. When my mentor introduced me into forex, said, this forex, if there is only one person who has made money in forex, then I'm going to be the number two. Then I have already read the principles about success. My mentor gave me a an audio. That audio is by 19 L. Nightingale from America. L. Nightingale of the blessed memory said, if you spend an average of 1 hour each day and study the inner field of your endeavor, he said in 5 years or less, you'll become a national expert in that skill. And I buried myself as I want to become an expert in trading. I took the action every day. I was hungry. So ladies and gentlemen, have a direction. Don't be a man without goals and dreams. Dream. Set your goals and take action about your goal and promise yourself, I am not going to give up. I told myself, when you are working on your goal, don't expect quick results. Success is not immediately. Success takes time. Be willing to grow. Be willing. Be patient. Agree. Make up your mind to be patient with yourself. Don't expect immediate change. We are not talking about magic changing. It takes time for you to be. Don't just go into a house and become great. But in as much as you know where you're going to and you're working on it every single day, it doesn't matter how long it takes. If you are doing the right thing on a daily basis, it's the consistency of what you're doing that compounds. Life is all about consistency. When you're consistent in doing the right thing every single day towards your direction, your vision, your goals, I guarantee you your life will change. So set goals, set daily goals. What am I going to do today? Your daily priorities should be in line with what you said you want to be in the future. I write my goals down every single day. As I wake up, the first thing I will do, in fact, I write my goals before even I sleep. So the following morning, already I am sleeping, my subconscious mind is even working. So write your goals down and take step-by-step action every single day towards your goals. You become anything you set a mind to be. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. But it has to start from you being clear. This is what I want to do in my life. Then that is when your success is born. Because if you don't set goals, you don't have dreams, you work for people that have goals. That's principle number one. Principle number one about success is clarity and goal setting. Number two, lifelong learning. In times of changes, learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will be beautifully equipped with the world that no longer exists. This is a quote by Harry Offer. Harry Offer is a philosopher from America. See, that's why as you are listening to me right now, I'm super, super excited because you are learning. It's in poor people don't learn. They believe, I've gone to university. I am a graduate. I am this. I am a PhD holder. I am a master degree holder. But let me tell you one thing. I have seen successful people. These people I'm talking about, billionaires and multi-billionaires, they are not even having a PhD. But they focus on learning skills. Successful people are always developing themselves. Why some people are looking for jobs? Because you see, I don't blame most people. Why? Because we are literally programmed to be poor. Because when you are small, what our parents told us, say children go to school, have good grade, so you have a good job. So we don't develop ourselves. But if you want to become among the 5% of the people, you have to be very intentional about your life. You don't get rich by luck. It is intentional. Success is not by accident. It's a universal law. Learning is a secret. Always invest in your. Warren Buffett was interviewed by a reporter on CNN. Warren Buffett is the third richest man on earth. The reporter interviewed Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, sir, what is the highest investment one can make? Warren Buffett looked at the reporter in the eyes and said, the highest investment you can make is investing in yourself. Wow. I'm asking you today, right now. I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are at the moment. Listen to me. What skills are you learning? How are you developing yourself on a daily basis? How are you upgrading your knowledge? Because whatever thing you think you know, it's becoming obsolete on a daily basis. The world is changing every single day. So if you are not changing with the world, the trend, if you're not following the trend, you will become an old school. You see, before I became a counselor, we used to go to weddings and snap pictures, we used to have a lot of events. But as the world is changing, event pictures are no longer like people are snapping, but people are now more interested in taking pictures with their smartphones and their tablets. So photography is not like before again. So imagine if I would just be a photographer till then till now. How can I cope? And most of you, maybe not photography, but most of your industries are not more functioning very well. There is no more, nothing is going on, but you are still stuck in that industry because you have refused to develop yourself. You just feel that this is what I know. For me, as I study successful people, they learn every day, they learn skills. They are always upgrading their knowledge. Because according to my mentor, Miles Monroe, he said, if you want to become successful, do not seek success. He said, what do you seek? You seek to become a person of value. He said, just make yourself like gold, like water, oil. These are very important commodities. You can't do without all these things. Make yourself like gold. If people remember your name right now, what would people remember you for? How you answer that question will determine how successful you will be. Because success is not, money don't just come to you, it's exchange of value. What are you bringing to the marketplace? What are you bringing? What will people remember you for if they recall your name? You can't just go to the soil and say the soil should give you crops. You just go and say, I want some crops. Ah. The soil will just smile at you, say, man, I need some caring. I need some planning. You need to plant a seed to receive. And most people don't want to sow, but they want to reap. That's why most people just end up looking for jobs. Because they told us to look for job. When the president wants to contest for an election, the first thing the president will tell you is, I am going to create job, 1 million job for the youths. When your state governor wants to run for an election, you tell you, I will create 1 million jobs. So you believe that your success is not in the job. Your success is in the skills you learn today. Is in how you develop who you are. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16. The Bible says, a man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. The Bible didn't say a man's job. The Bible didn't say a man's PhD. The Bible didn't say a man's master's degree. Because there is no school in the Bible. There is no University of Cambridge. There is uh, uh, no university. I didn't hear anything about university in the Bible. It is your gift. The skills you're learning today are your gift. What are you learning at the moment? That's why you listen to me right now. You are learning. I'm very happy right now for you because you are learning. Ask yourself before a day runs out, since I discovered this secret I didn't even know what I was doing then. I was still learning, but not as much as I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm very intentional with my time. Most of us, we have 24 hours of the day, but most of us spend that 24 hours on doing things that does not have value. Your time is the most important asset you have. If your time is gone, your time is gone forever. Forever. If your house burned down, you can always build a new house. If you lost your car, you can always buy a new car. If you lose money in an investment opportunity, you can always get back your money. But your time, if it is gone, it is gone forever. How are you spending your time today? Most of us spend our time on social media. Facebook. Facebook is a great platform if you use it well. But living your life on a social media platform is the beginning of your poverty. Most of us live our life on television. We know all the football coaches. We know all the football matches. Since I discovered my mentor introduced me into self-development, I stopped watching TV. As I listen to successful people when they talk, as I read the books as I read and they explain how they stop TV. Successful people, billionaires and multi-billionaires, they want to watch TV. Maybe in a day they may watch for 1 hour, maybe for news purposes. That's what I do now. I have TV, but I don't watch. But most of us spend our time on things that does not have value. Spend our time on watching TV. An average man or woman spend an average of 6 to 7 hours every day watching a screen. A screen could be TV. A screen could be maybe smartphone, pressing your phone, surfing the internet, for nothing, for fun. If you are going to the internet like me, learning something, it's good. I like to go to the internet, but what I go there for is to develop myself. Ladies and gentlemen, help yourself. At least for the sake of your children to come. For the sake of your generation. Make a decision today to say, at least I will learn for 1 hour. For me, it's more than 1 hour. Just start with 1 hour. At least I will learn something positive that will move me to my goals and my visions I've set for myself. Because if you don't make yourself valuable, you settle out of court. You settle your life like somebody who is going to settle out of court. You accept whatever life throws on you. You begin to give yourself excuses, and you use different excuses to justify what you're accepting, what life throws on you. Most of all, we have already accepted. We use things to justify the reason why we can't create wealth. But you make a decision today to develop yourself, to make yourself valuable, I guarantee you your success is possible. Read the books you need to read. Read books. Successful people are readers. Because you have to learn from the masters. There are people who have written books on step by step on how they get there. But according to my studies, an average man reads like one book in a year. Some even 10 years, they have not even opened a page. I was like that anyway, until I met my mentor. And ever since I started the process of reading, because first of all, you have to change the mindset first. Because we grew up with, poor people. Our parents are poor most of the time. We grow up with people. See, wealth is not it's not about what you have right now. It's your mindset. Most of the time, we grow with people who just have by luck makes few money, few dollars, and you know, but they are not really wealthy. They are just average. So we have this average life. But wealthy people, they read. They read. Not on about living average. Living average is fine, but what if you decide today to create abundance in your life? You tell yourself, I'm going to create wealth. And if you want to create wealth, you have to study, read books. Successful people, all of them, they are readers. Bill Gates is the richest man today. I don't know when you are watching this video, but Bill Gates said he reads an average of 2 books every single week. Warren Buffett said he spends 80% of his time every single day learning, reading. Only 20% maybe for, eating, meeting friends. 80% of his time learning every single day. So for me, I don't waste my time anymore. I have because you want to become successful, you have to become a slave to your dream. That requires you discipline yourself to learn, read what books you want to read, listen to something positive on a daily. Read at least 10 to 15 pages of something positive every single day of your life. Since I started this process, now I read at least for 2 hours every single day. Every day I read for 2 hours. I start with my Bible. This is not for everybody, it's personal. I'm not being religious yet, but I like to read what is, I don't want someone to tell me things that I'll just say amen, amen, yes, sir, without knowing the word of God. It's for me, it's personal. But I read for at least 2 hours every single day because I want to become multi-billionaires. And so you should do that because you have greatness in you. Because you have wealth, success is in you. I don't care how much money you don't have at the moment. I don't know which family. Forget about your family history. You have wealth, unlimited wealth in you. But you have to bring out the juice that is lying in you by developing yourself. You are a genius. According to my studies, and we spend only 10%. But recent studies say that only 1% of our potentials, the rest is dormant like a treasure buried under the ground. I want to encourage you tonight, today. I don't know whether you're watching in the night or day, but develop that greatness that is in you. Develop yourself. Make yourself an attractive personality. One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, he said, success is not what you pursue. The success is what you attract by becoming an attractive personality. Don't try and look for money. Why? If you're looking for money, you're looking for the wrong thing. People are chasing money. According to the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto you. It's like that. Develop yourself. Once you develop yourself, every other thing will come to you. Success will just come to you like you don't chase the. People are looking for money. That's why people are poor. Since I discovered this secret, my life changed. I am more intentional on a daily basis. Every single day, I am so intentional. I don't allow people to steal my time. I'm focused. Learn and be focused. Don't try to do everything at the same time. Be focused. Do few things every day in your life. You can't become a man, a jack of all trade and master of none. No. Successful people do few things in their life. It's the reason most of us want to do 10 things at a time. No, that is not the principle of success. Focus on few things and do them well. Become an expert in one thing. People don't pay for general contractors. People pay for people who are expertise in an environment, in an industry. In which area are you an expert right now? To become a learner. Because if you don't learn, if you don't learn, see, you are like a seed right now trapped in a tree because every seed was once a tree. Every tree was once a seed. If you don't learn this, it's just like you throw a seed of corn into a tile ground in your house. What happened? 10 years, 50 years, that seed becomes a seed, still remains a seed. But if you remove that seed from that tile ground and throw it into a garden, you've seen that seed producing fruit for you. You are just like a seed right now, trapped because you have not really developed this greatness that you have in you. That's why the mind is this mindset course, this mindset development program is the most important course in this academy. So take it seriously. This is what changed me. See, a lot of people thought Forex changed me. Forex changed me to an extent, but it is this mindset that I have. Without this mindset, so every day feed your mind with the right information. Feed your mind because every day we are being bombarded with what I call as weapons of mass distractions. Every single day we are being distracted. Television is there, the radio set is there, the negative friends and relatives is there. You know, the naysayers, people don't believe in you. But if you are constantly feeding your mind with the right books, that's why you have to listen to something positive on a daily basis. Go to YouTube, click. Instead of watching comedy, instead of watching Netflix, whatever, I don't know how they call it, use those data to watch something positive. Listen to words from great men. Listen to this audio that I'm talking to you right now. Listen to my voice every single day. My voice should be ringing, hitting you ahead on a daily basis. Your life will change. You take over. You'll be surprised how you will be transformed. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't allow any other thing to get into your mind. Your mind is like a garden. And your mind is like a fertile garden. Imagine yourself have a garden and you're not doing deliberately cleaning that garden. What happened? By default, you're seeing weeds of all kind. So invest on your mind. Your success is how you think. It's on the mind. Develop yourself. Become intentional about success. Be hungry for success. Be hungry. Be hungry. Les Brown used one analogy. He said, imagine today being on your deathbed. Imagine today being on your deathbed. Because if you don't develop yourself, that's what will happen. Imagine today you are dead. God forbid you are being on your deathbed and surrounding your deathbed are the ghost of the skills that was given to you, are the ghost of the great leadership skills, the business ideas, the wealth that God gave to you, because all of us, God brought us for a purpose. Imagine they are looking at you with large, angry eyes. They said, we came to you and only you could have given us life. But they said, now we are going to die with you forever. And the question I ask you tonight is, if you die today, what gift, what ability, what books, what skills would die with you? Develop this greatness that is you have in you. Miles Morale of blessed memory said the wealthiest place on earth is not in Iraq where they have oil, not in South Africa where diamonds are mined, or in Nigeria where there is oil and gas. He said the wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery. There you see books never written, you see abilities, all kind of treasure. My prayer is that as you listen to me, you will not become a treasure to the graveyard, because you have the ability to create wealth. Do not disappoint your generation, because if you refuse to develop this greatness that you have in you, if you refuse to read the books, if you refuse to listen to the mentors, if you refuse to submit yourself to mentorship and develop this genius that is in you, it means you have stolen for your next generation, because a good man leaves a legacy for his generation. Don't become a stiff to your generation. Be deliberate about your life and develop yourself. Have mentors, many as possible. Some mentors, I've not even seen them, are online mentors. Some of my mentors are books, because whatever you are reading, when you read a book of a particular author, the author is like he's talking to you one-on-one, because you are reading his book. That's why you have to be very serious with your reading. Have mentors. You can't see yourself when you're in the frame. Develop yourself. So principle number 2 is lifelong learning. Let's go. The next is persistence. Persistence is sure way to success. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unreward genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated dialects. Persistence and determination alone is omnipotent. This is from an unknown author. See, guys, like I said before, whatever thing you're doing, you need to promise yourself, I am not going to give up. Persist until you succeed, because failure will come your way. The reason most people don't succeed in life is that when they fail trying whatever thing they are trying, they give up. But as I study successful people, when something happens, if they are going after a vision, a goal, when something happens to them, they just pick up themselves, they just dust themselves, and they keep moving. But poor people would cry, they will whine, hey, this person do this, they do this, I fall down, they cry, and they remain there. Imagine yourself watching, you're a footballer. Most of you are maybe, perhaps you watch footballers. Footballers are people that when they fall, they don't stay there and cry forever. They just stand up and move to win. So don't remain where you are because of temporary failure. One of the common causes, according to Napoleon Hill, he said one of the common causes of failure is the average man's habit of giving up. when faced with temporary defeat. So don't stop. Persist until you succeed. Winston Churchill said success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. You will fail. Let me remind you of that. Success is not just, it do not just come to you like, success just come. Oh, this is your gift, this is your dream. Oh, yeah, take. No. Even if you are doing the right thing every day, you will still fail. But I want to remind you to not give up. Don't give up. Even as you are learning this forest right now, this course you're taking, this first time it may discourage you. I'm telling you the truth. You may be discouraged. You may not even make money from the beginning, but don't stop. That is the secret. Do not stop. The most people, the problem is that they hit it one day, they don't win. They hit it 1 week, they don't win. They hit it 2 weeks, they don't win. Next thing, forest don't work. Ha! They've stopped. No, you don't want to do that. You have signed this for yourself and you have to persist until you succeed. When I got started in this business at first, let me tell you a little story. I suffered. I sold my car for this business. Then after office, when business, I lost everything in business. The only thing that was remaining was my car. I sold my car. I used some part of the money and buy Bitcoin, some cryptocurrency that we are doing ICO. I bought some wrong ICO, some of these lending coins like Bitconnect, which should have Bit Syria. So many lending coins there as of 2017 that was just everywhere. I failed, lost everything. Then I was still learning this forest. No way. Sometimes to even buy data to learn was a problem. Which kind of wahala is this? Where will I start? Everybody thought I was wasting my. In fact, so even some family members was not supporting you, or was not supporting me rather. So you will experience those things. You will see some people will think you are wasting your time. I had that experience. I left Abuja. I left Port Harcourt, came to Abuja with nothing. I was living in one room on the floor, bare floor. On the bare floor. Nothing was coming. No money from forest. But I was still reading my books. When I was in that floor, I was telling myself, I tell my neighbor that this place I am is Transcorp Hilton. But today, life has changed. Life has changed because I did not stop. You may have such an experience. Sometimes there's no data to buy, to rush, to learn, to trade. I was doing demo trading. There was no money to even fund the account. But today, people give me thousands of dollars to trade for them because I refuse to give up. So do not give up on yourself. Don't stop. Keep knocking. I read about a story of a man that was planting a bamboo tree. The man was planting a bamboo tree, and the bamboo tree takes an average of 5 years to grow through the ground before it will grow. So every day when the man comes to the farm, he will pour water, nothing happens. 3 years, nothing, nobody is seeing any bamboo tree. So what that this guy? What is happening? The tree is not growing. They are just like this. Well, how can it be growing tree for 3 years? Nothing is happening. The man believed in himself. He said, no, he was growing it. After 5 years, 6 weeks later, the tree became 80 feet taller. Wow! This man became a millionaire with that farm with that tree farming. And when people came, they were happy. Because in the period he was growing the tree, they were like, "What are you doing?" They were laughing at him. You mean you're wasting your time for 4 years growing a tree? Come on, man, go and look for something good to do with your time. You're wasting your time. Me, I used to have advices like that. Go and do something. Go and look for a job. What are you doing trading forex, man? I said, don't worry, I know what I'm doing because I already have these principles. The question is, did the tree grow in 5 years or in 6 weeks? The answer is obvious. The tree grows in 5 years because during the period, he was investing in himself and growing his roots. To be like that man growing the bamboo tree. Don't give up. Always persistence is the key to your success. Keep on pushing. You may have difficult times, but don't let that discourage you. There are some times maybe it's Gary you will drink. Drain the Gary and keep pushing. You break through this resistance. Once you break through the resistance, that's when your life becomes successful. These principles are for anything you want to do in life. It doesn't matter for it or anything. Whatever thing you're doing in life, be persistent in what you're doing. Believe in yourself. Don't give up. If you fail, stand up. If you fail, stand up. Don't wait and cry and complain because most people are not, as you are complaining, they're even laughing at you. 80% don't care, and 20% thank God it is you. So stop your cry and stop your complaint. Don't blame anybody for your problem. Most people, the problem is that most of us are not responsible for what happens to us. The majority is being responsible to yourself. Don't complain. Don't say government this, government. Government is not your problem. Right. Okay. Dream big. Dream big dreams. The number one reason why most people are poor is not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. This is a quote from Les Brown. Say most people, they like to think small. Donald Trump said something. He said, if you want to think at all, he said, think big. But most of us, because we have been programmed, from birth to think small, we have limited way of thinking. But the fact that you are listening to my voice tonight, I want you to make a decision today to think big. Your dreams, write them big. Write billions on your card. Because your life, they said, as the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Napoleon Hill said, whatever a man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. So hold on to your dreams and dream big dreams. Don't dream small. Don't dream small. Think billions. Do you think Donald Trump today is a billionaire? Do you think all these billionaires, do you think they have small mindset and they become... See, you cannot grow above your mental capability. Never. You can never grow above the way you think. When you prepare your mind for greatness, greatness will come. When you prepare your mind for small things will come. Napoleon Hill said the first step to achievement is desire. He said the starting point of all achievement is desire. He said weak desire break weak result. So if you want to desire something good, not small amount of money, think in billions. Don't be afraid. At least if you miss, according to one of my mentors, he said if he shoots for the star, if you miss the star, but at least you can hit the moon. But most people don't even shoot for the ceiling in their houses because of the way they were programmed. They were programmed to just be ordinary. When you see some people, when you begin to talk millions, they begin to hate you. They say that man a 419 because we have been programmed to think in a certain way. When you hear millions, dollars, billions, some people will avoid it because they will think you're a thief. That one, criminal. And that is why they are like that. You are conducting. Your mind is very powerful. Your mind, the way you think, is the most powerful asset you have. Your mind. So don't use your mind small. Use your mind big. There is nothing you cannot think that you cannot achieve. Just dream big dreams. Not small dreams. Don't be a small, be a big dreamer. It's a principle. Next is risk taking. See, the biggest risk is not taking risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. You are better off trying something and having it not work and learning from that than not doing anything at all. This is from Mark Zuckerberg. Ladies and gentlemen, don't play small. Don't play small by being afraid of failing. Most of us, our problem is that we play too safe. Play too safe. One of my mentors, David Ebiomi, he said, not taking risk is even a bigger risk. That's my great mentor. That's that. The not taking risk is a bigger risk. How can he be playing safe? When you see people taking risks, you say, what if I lose all this my money? See, if you play safe, you'll be poor. Wealthy people all over the world that I've read, I've listened to, I've studied, they are all risk takers. I use myself an example as a risk taker. Those days, see, I had started my life is amazing. When people were taking photographs of, we are doing photography, um, and as a result of taking pictures, I don't know how I got to that skill. I will take pictures of politicians. They won't pay me. They won't tell me to make portrait for them. But I will just make the portrait, go to their offices, without being told, in fact, I will just find out who you are in the government with my money. The next thing you will see me with a portrait. In fact, I've been locked before. Have been to sell because of that. Not once, not twice. But I kept doing it. I won most of the time. In fact, I bought my first car in year 2 as a student. Then I snapped the picture. I made a portrait for the then Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Right Honorable Peremon Bowe a baby. He didn't ask me to take any picture. I just made the picture by myself. I took the picture to the government house, himself and Temipure Silva, the former governor. I made a portrait. That was how I was able to make a lot of money through photography without being. See, you don't have to. If you lose, you lose. If you lose, you lose. Learn to fail big by taking risk. The worst thing that can happen is losing your money, for instance. Life is all about risk taking. If you are not learning how to take risk in everything, it's not just about money making. Everything you want to do in your life, apply risk. It's a law. These are vibe. These are laws that is if you apply them in your life right now from this day, all these things I am talking about is a law. Is a law. Take risk. Don't be afraid of failing. There's always one thing you will learn if you fail. Every failed experiment is a step closer to success. So don't, because of failing, because of being scared, you don't do something with your life. Always standing on the fence. Imagine today you're watching Chelsea and Man U. and Chelsea is playing defensive football, what do you think will happen? Man U will finish them. The best thing to approach life is keep attacking. Don't be afraid. Keep attacking. Don't play defensive football. If you play defensive football, you will lose. Take risk in your life. All the successful people I have studied, they are all risk takers. Some they take risks, they got burned, but they will pick up. It's when you're trying to become successful, when you want to become wealthy. If the worst come to the worst, if you take the risk you needed to take, the worst come to the worst, you lose what you have. But if you don't stop, you keep doing it, you succeed. That is the secret. Most people, after trying one or two businesses, they stop. They go back to their comfort zone where they will not fail again. And that is where they end their career, their life, everything. Perhaps a very good passion they have, but because of maybe trying one thing, they fail. Trying twice, they fail. They say, wow, I will never take this kind of risk again. They stop. But if you want to become one of the 5% of the wealthy people, you need to learn to take risk in your life. In your daily dealings with people, take risk. Don't be afraid. If you fail, that's fine. The rich invest their money. If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you'll be working until you die. Wow. This is from Warren Buffett. According to Warren Buffett, if you don't make money while you sleep, you'll be working until you die. You see, we are taught to earn working income. Work, 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 work. Well, that's why somebody be working until 35 years, they retire you. The next thing, after 35 years, they retire. The next thing, you can't go out again. The next thing, death come, you go. There is no investment. Wealthy people, they allow their money to work for them. You can't. You have only 24 hours of the day. You can't be working and working and working and working, and you know nothing about investment. Hello. Of course, the investment 101 was not taught in school, and most people don't invest because they are scared of losing. But the key to your success, see, one thing is to create wealth, and then another thing is to pass your wealth to the next generation. How many generations are you building your wealth for? And the only way you can pass your wealth to the next generation is by investing. You don't want to eat everything you have. No. Let me give you the secret of how you can allow your money to work for you. This is a very powerful secret. A very powerful secret about money management. Any money you have, any money, 10% of that money should be set aside for investment. At least some people can do 20%, but pay yourself first. Pay yourself. That 10% should be set aside for investment. 10% tithe is good. If you are paying tithe, 10% for tithe or giving, then play with it. You can use more 10% for fun. Then 10% for emergency in case anything happens. Where can you go and collect? Because nobody will borrow money, but some of us, once we make money, we blow every damn thing. That is lack of financial education. Invest your money wisely. Make investment. Rich people invest in stock market, they buy real estate. Now we have a very powerful market that is right now booming, cryptocurrency. People are buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and most people are just watching, keeping their money in the bank. Keeping your money in the bank is lack of financial education, according to Robert Kiyosaki. The author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he said, keeping your money in the bank is lack of financial education. So learn how to invest. Let your money work hard for you. See, you send money an errand. You can't work 24 hours. You have to work until. See, you should be making more money while sleeping than working. Find a way to be investing your money. Different investment portfolios you should have. If you have money in the bank, stock in the bank is lack of financial education. Invest your money. And investment doesn't mean that you must have all the money before you start investing. No. A lot of people thought I have to have billions, millions to get started. No. You can start with $100. You can start with $150. Once you have an amount of money, set aside 10%. So whenever you have an opportunity to try an investment, you invest it. I've told the portfolios. Real estate is there. The stock market is there. Even in Nigeria, yeah, where I come from, now you can buy stocks of companies and keep American stocks. Imagine those that as at 1990, as at 2000, 1999, Amazon stock was just like $4, $8. But today, how much is Amazon stocks? It's over $3,000. Imagine. Look at what about Facebook? Okay, what about the recent one, Bitcoin? As at 2009, when Bitcoin was invented, when I knew Bitcoin was less than, as at 2017 when I came across Bitcoin was less than, I think it was 500, $600 or $700 or so. But today Bitcoin is over $55,000. I don't know when you're watching this video, but as at now, 2021, that this video is being shot, it's massive. Imagine you had just bought, according to them, when they knew this, when this Bitcoin started, according to the chart I saw, Bitcoin was less than $1 for one. So smart people took advantage of these opportunities and invest their money. And today, most people are billionaires through only Bitcoin investment. So you have to let your money work for you. Don't try to work. Learn to make money while sleeping than working, because you have only 24 hours of the day. How many hours can you stay and be working? The rich people invest their money and they create systems. They create systems. They are business owners. According to Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, he has 4 cash flow quadrants. Left side is where they have the left side where they have his business is a self-employed people. He has one, the E is employees. The other side, the right, is where they have investors and business owners. That is just 5% of the population. That's why today, whenever I have an opportunity to speak, I encourage people to build systems. The rich people build systems. That is why I encourage young people to get involved in network marketing. In as much as you're a trader doesn't stop you from becoming a network marketer, because that is where you build a system. As you're investing your money in different portfolios, always also learn to build a system. A system is you doing a business that you don't have to be physically involved in doing that business. And network marketing will give you an opportunity to build such a system. You can come with a small amount of money and build a team and be earning residual income for life if you meet a good company. So learn to build a system, learn to invest your money, and let your money work for you. Don't be working hard. It's not about how hard you work, but how smart you work. These things are not taught in school. I learned them by studying and having mentors. So I never knew anything about investment. So guys, this is what you should be doing with your time and your money. Invest it. Don't eat all. Pay yourself first. 10%. Even if you are removing 10% every income, any amount you got from anywhere, by gift or by anything, 10% should be set aside for investment. That's the first thing you should do for yourself. Most of us go through life as failures because we are waiting for the right time to start anything worthwhile in life. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. Work with whatever tool you have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Napoleon Hill. Guys, one of the major causes of failure is we always procrastinating. Me, I've fought with this one. It's bad. You have to discipline yourself to do anything that is worth doing. Do it. Don't wait. Don't wait. I regretted why I didn't do some things up to now. I regretted. I said, why? And you may just be like that. You have some visions you want to achieve. You have some things you want to do with your life. But you keep saying, I don't have the money now. I wish I would do it next week. I wish I would do it next year. Next year becomes 10 years. Do not wait. Don't wait, guys. Wait. Just start. Wherever. See, if you don't have something, the money will come. But start with whatever tool you have. Procrastination is a thief. It will steal your destiny. It will steal your destiny. It has stolen. Most people are poor today. They died poor because of they know what to do, but they keep procrastinating. How I will do it next week. How I will do it next year. You don't have your time. You don't even have your life. How come you are saying you do it next year, next week? Why not do it now? Do not procrastinate. Do it now. Anything. There's a book by Eckhart Tolle. The book is called The Power of Now. The power of now. Do it now. Anything you remember, anything that you know you want to do it, just tell from this day. Remember this phrase: do it now. Do it now. Do it. You repeat this to yourself on a daily basis. Perhaps you have a certain goal you want to, a dream you want to go after, a goal you want to go after. You are waiting for money to get started. Don't wait for all the things to get started. Don't wait for all the things to get ready. Just start from anywhere. Learn this skill, and it has been helping me. Anytime I want to procrastinate, I will just tell myself, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. The more I repeat, do it now. I want you to be making that repetition to yourself every single time you want to procrastinate. Tell yourself, do it now, do it now. Repeat this, do it now for a very long time. Before you know it, you do it. You want to climb a mountain, do it now. You want to get married, do it now. You want to start a business, do it now. At least start the journey of 1,000 miles. Start with a step. Start something with your life. Do something. Don't procrastinate. That is the killer of destiny. You have to have faith. Only God can shut out the waves of depression and feelings of lioness, of loneliness and failure that come over you. Faith in God's love alone can salvage the hurt mind. You have to have faith. Like I said, you have to believe in yourself. Having faith is very important because most of the things you are praying for is because you don't have that strong faith. You have to have believe. See, you don't get what you see. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe. You have to believe that, have faith in God, that God, most time we are praying, we don't have faith. But you have to have faith in order for you to achieve whatever you are praying for. Believe and have that faith that you achieve it. It's very important. Most people they are going to church, they are going to mosque, they are going to prayer houses, but the problem they have is that they have not blended their prayers, those things they are doing with faith. But when you blend your prayers with faith, your prayers become so powerful. Even when you're praying, as you're praying, pray as if you have already achieved those things. Thank God, thank God every single day. Telling God that, look, most time you don't even need to be asking God for things you want. Thank God. Tell God, thank you for giving me those things. You have not gotten them. That's how it worked for me. I don't know if you tried it. It's a law. It's a law. You have to keep telling God thank you. You have not even achieved it, but You are telling God, thank you. That is faith. A man with such a faith will not, you cannot fail to achieve. Never. The house you want to build right now, the houses you want, tell God, thank you for those houses. Not every time you pray to God, God, give me, give me. No, sometimes just thank Him. That faith is important. You want to become a trader, you want to make money. God, thank you for making me a professional trader. You want to build a house. God, thank you for that house you have given to me. Believe that you've already achieved. Behave as if that house is there. That is faith. With faith, you can conquer the world. According to the Bible, Jesus Christ said, if you can have faith as a mustard seed, you can tell the mountain to move and it will move. It's powerful. That is faith. You got to have faith. All right, let's move on. Fear of failure. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. John D. Rockefeller. This is very powerful. You see, most of the time, like I said before, our problem is fear. You see, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people, they are also afraid. It's not as if they don't have things, when they want to, but you know what? They do it being afraid. Do it. But unsuccessful people allow fear to stop them. Who do you want to approach that you are being scared of? Where are you supposed to go to tonight that you're afraid? If I enter this road, something will happen. Enter. I want to challenge you right now to go for that thing that you so much desire. I want you to go for that thing. Don't be afraid of failing. The fear of failure is a problem. If you fail, like I said before, you stand up. But most of us are living in our prisons because of fear. There's different types of fear. Fear of death, fear of poverty, fear of being rejected, fear of not being accepted in the society. Once you allow fear take over you, your life will just be there. But when you are bold, there's what they call courage. Whatever thing you want to do, have that courage to go for it without fear of anything. Fear, most people call it false evidence appearing real. It's a prisoner. It will imprison you. It will keep you like a prisoner in captivity. Fear, false evidence. But most things we are afraid of, they are not, they are possible, but they are not certain. It's possible, but they are not certain. But sometimes you just begin to use your thinking. You begin to think about this. When you begin to calculate this, you say, wow, if I do this, something like this would happen. But most of the time, nothing is going to happen. So don't allow fear stop you from doing something. Conquer your fears. Go for it. Tell yourself, I'm going to do it. If it is death, let me go. That is it. Don't allow fear. Fear is the enemy of success. One of the biggest enemy of success is fear. Being afraid. Always scared of doing something. Successful people, they are afraid, but they still take action. It's not as if they don't have fear. They also have fear, like most people. But they don't allow the fear to stop them. They go and do it anyway. Because you can never be stopped. Tell yourself from this day, I will never be stopped. Never be stopped because of fear. I'll keep doing it. I don't care what happened. I don't care what will happen to me if I do this thing. Maybe you want to marry. Go ahead and propose to the girl. Don't be afraid. Whatever she tells you, that's fine. Maybe you want to go into business. You are scared of failing. Go and start that business, man. The worst will happen is failing, right? And like I said before, you don't stop because of failing. You just learn from that thing. You want to travel? Pick your bag and apply for the visa. Don't be afraid. That is how your success is born. When you become unstoppable, you don't allow fear to stop you. When you become fearless, you can achieve anything when you are not afraid. All right, this is the last but not the least. The last but not the least, integrity. As we experience changes and breakthroughs, know that integrity, honesty, and truth are the highest vibrating energies to guide you forward. Everything else will fall away. You see, integrity, the word integrity is holiness. When you have integrity, you are one. Just like God, God is one. You are one with yourself. When you say a thing, it is you. Are you a man of integrity? Integrity is character. Character is oneness. When the man has character, it means the man is himself today and is himself tomorrow. See, you are this all these principles I have talked about, all these wealth creation ideas, all these learning skills, everything I have talked about so far. If you don't have integrity, you don't have character, all these things doesn't matter. It is your integrity, which is your character, that will protect your visions and your dreams. If you don't have this thing, integrity, you are not going far in life. If you like have all the money, if your life is not built on honest integrity, hmm, integrity is a problem for most people. Are you keeping to your word? Are you a man that keep promises? Are you one? I struggle with this. I struggle. I'm not going to tell you lies here. I struggle. I struggle. But I thank God today, I am still learning. Have the man of you have to be a man of your words, a woman of your words. When you say something, keep to your word. Let people believe you for your words. People trust you when you keep to your words. It's a secret for success, but most people don't know. When you say this, I'm going to do this, make sure you do it. That is what they call integrity. What are you going to do even when nobody sees you? It's integrity. Even when nobody sees you, but you are doing the right thing. This integrity. So be a man of integrity. Be honest. Be truthful. That is what is going to protect your dreams. All your dreams, your visions, and everything is going to be protected with your character. Integrity is character. When a man has integrity, he's a man of character. Character is oneness, is one. Tomorrow you are the same. Next tomorrow you are the same. Not today you are telling somebody this. Tomorrow you are saying another thing again. You don't have integrity. You lack character. I don't care how much money you have, but if you don't have character, I can't do business with you. You can't be my friend. You have to learn it. Keep to your words, keep to your promises. Especially words to your own self. When you say, I will not do this thing again, make sure you keep to your words. It's important you said this is what, for instance, you tell yourself, I'm not going to drink this thing, this particular drink. I'm not going to drink alcohol. Make sure you keep to your words. Don't go back. It's important. It's a skill for success. It's one of the secret, the most, in fact, integrity is supposed to be number one about this topic. Integrity. Don't deceive people. Some of us are just doing cut here, tell lies here, tell lies here. You collect from here, lying to people, to collect money from them. That's bad. That's wickedness. Don't do that. Be a man of your words. When you tell somebody I'm going to do this for you, make sure you do it. People respect you. People believe you when you're a man of your words, you have integrity. People want to do business. As I study successful, wealthy people, what I discovered that they are all men and women of integrity. They have character. Money will not come to a man who does not have integrity. It's fake. The money you have is fake. I don't value that money you have. But when I see you you have character, you have integrity, I say, yes, this is the kind of person I want to do business with. So have integrity. I want to encourage you as we have come to the end of this class to practice all these laws that I've discussed in this academy, in this particular um, mentorship class. Don't just listen, because motivation is important, but the discipline is more important. You may be motivated right now, so I have opportunity, I can become this, I can become that, but you have to motivate yourself. As you're being motivated, the next thing you want to do is to apply a discipline yourself every single day to apply these principles. Watch this video over and over. Watch this video over and over. Apply the principles. Read the books like Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, about money, The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind by T. Harv Eker, The Magic of Thinking Big. These are all great books. Read these books. Dedicate yourself every day to lifelong. Have a vision. I want to recap before I close. Have a vision for yourself. Learn every single day. Dream big dreams. Persist until you succeed. Take risk. Take risk in your life. Have integrity. Don't be afraid of failing. Fail big and succeed. I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak to you. I want to encourage you once again to keep learning. Don't just stop in La Prince the Wealth Academy. Go to other academies. Have mentors as much as possible. Be serious with your studies. Commit yourself every single day to learning, reading these books, listening to all these things, reading the books suggested, practice the skill set, read about forex market every single day, watch the videos on a daily basis, do it for 1 year and see if your life will not change. Then it is lying. I'm lying. If you practice all these things I have talked about in this academy, in this lesson, and practice them and apply them in your life, and your life don't change 1 year, 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, then it is your fault. Because you can change. You can become anything you want to be. It is up to you now to make that changes. And that changes has to do with discipline, self-discipline. I want to thank you once again for coming to La Prince the Wealth Academy. And I wish you all the best. I want your story. I want your testimony like the people who have testified. I want you to call me one day and say, sir, thank you for changing my life with your words and the skill set you have given us in this academy. So thank you once again, and may God bless you all for listening. Bye.